Okay, just kidding. I wanted to be Miss Doubtfire. I just got back from the gym and I'm looking ultra mega ratty. I do not have any makeup on and I just got really sweaty. But I had the motivation and inkling to make this video, and if I don't do it while I have the motivation, it's not gonna get made for like another 3.5 years. If you don't know me in a previous life, or you're just not aware, I have lost a total of 87 pounds. And so many people have messaged me and asked me, how did you lose weight? What are your tips and tricks? What is the secret? What did you do to lose weight? So I'm gonna tell you my secret. Come in really close. The secret is, there is no secret. But I did want to make this because I do have some, I don't call them tricks, but I would call them tips of things that just have helped me really proven to work for me personally. So I wanted to share them. Some of them are like physical things you can do. Some of them are like mindsets, blah, blah, blah. Number one, the first thing that I did that really jump-started my weight loss was that I got a plan, okay? Now, when I first started losing weight, first started working out, got in that mode, whatever, this consisted of me going to the gym, and I downloaded Couch to 5K, which is just an app that basically gets you to the point where you can run 30 minutes at a time. And when I started working out, I could not even run 1 minute straight. This app is incredible. Make me your spokesperson. So basically when you start out, it's the first day is run a minute, walk a minute, run a minute, walk a minute, or maybe even walk 2 minutes. I don't even remember. It started so slow and it gave me some structure. You get a plan because you have a goal in mind, okay? If you want to become a doctor, you have to start working and making a plan of like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do for the first 2 years. I gotta save money, I gotta pay tuition, or you wanna buy a house. You start looking into your credit score. You start going to banks, seeing what kind of loan you can get. What can you get approved for? You start saving money for down payment. You get a plan together. So if you are going into the gym or you're wanting to lose weight and you just think it's gonna magically happen because you wake up every day, not going to happen. And even if it does happen, not going to last. Here's the deal. Get a plan. Get a workout plan. There are plenty of people on Instagram that are selling like these ratty plans for $5. Do it. There's free stuff all over the internet. I don't care if you're doing like sweating to the oldies. It's a plan. It gets you moving for 45 minutes. It's structured. It tells you what to do. I was overwhelmed going into the gym because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was like, I don't know what these machines do. Just get a plan and stick to it. So then when you walk into the gym, you're not trying to figure things out. You're not wasting time. You're not doing a whole lot of everything and a whole lot of nothing at the same time. It gives you structure. It tells you what to do. The second thing that I did, and this has to do with food, this is where my struggle came in. It was easier for me to get active, but food has always been a struggle for me, and especially portion sizes. I've struggled with all types of eating disorders. I've struggled with bulimia, anorexia, and binge eating. All of it. If it's a thing, I have struggled with it. This is more portion control. I started everything, every meal, every snack, anything I was going to eat, I cut it completely in half. Even if the portion size was accurate, if it was 1 serving, I still cut it in half. What this did is this taught me self-control. It helped shrink my stomach. It helped me get used to eating a normal amount of food. When I first started doing this, I would go to a restaurant, and if I ordered a veggie burger, I would cut it in half. I would take the fry portion, cut it in half, and I would dump water on 1/2 of it because I knew if I didn't ruin the half that I wasn't supposed to eat, I would end up either eating it there at the restaurant because I would pick at it, say, oh, I'm full, and then it's still sitting on my plate, so I would still pick at it until the waitress came and got it, or I would put it in a to-go box, go home, and instantly eat it, which completely defeats the purpose. Now, if you have the self-control to be able to cut it in half and save it for later or for another day or whatever, great, that's awesome for you. That was not me. So I started by cutting everything in half, and I would throw it in the trash, dump water on it, or I'd dump water on a second plate at a restaurant, whatever it was, but I would cut everything in half. Even if I was going for a snack, let's say I just wanted a handful of almonds, if in my mind I was like, I want a handful of almonds, I would still cut that in half, and I'd do a half a handful of almonds. This just really trained my body what portion sizes should be. It helped me be in a caloric deficit. It helped me with self-control. If you want to eat all the things and you don't want to say no to anything, that's fine. Cut it in half. That really helped me. I still do that sometimes to this day. I'm better with portion control, but sometimes if I'm at a restaurant, most of the time you don't need to eat the full portion they're giving you. They're unrealistic unless that's your only meal for the day. The next thing is something that I did not do, but I wish I would have done at the beginning of this kind of fitness, health journey. When I first started, I was running a ton. So I was doing a lot of cardio, and I did drop weight very quickly that way. But it wasn't until maybe like a year and a half, 2 years in that I started lifting weights. And it's not even until the last year that I've really honed in on like free weights, lifting weights, and lifting heavy. When you lift weights, that is what changes your body. Cardio's great, especially when you're first starting out and trying to lose weight. Just to get in shape, do it. You're gonna sweat a bunch and you're gonna get a lot of benefits from cardio. But here's what happened. I got down to around 150, 140, thinking I was gonna be like this thin, looking good, I'm tall, 5'9" chick, and I went, oh my gosh, my body looks exactly the same, just shrunk, but the shape is the same. People would be like, oh, you've got so thin, you've lost so much weight, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm like Lindsay Lohan, I'm like chubby skinny. Like thin, but I'm not fit, I'm not toned, I'm not lean. So it wasn't until I started lifting weights that I started seeing my body actually change. I saw my butt start lifting, my waist was shrinking in, my arms are getting defined, and now at this point, I'm trying to gain weight, I'm trying to gain muscle by lifting weights to change the shape of my body. When you start working out, focus on cardio, but also focus on weights. Don't be afraid of them at the gym. Look stuff up on the internet. That's how I do it. Being intimidated at the gym is a real thing. I still feel like that sometimes, but who cares? If people are looking at you, whatever, get over it, bro. Do not care. I'm figuring stuff out. You're at least there. Focus on weights, use the machines at the gym, any type of body weight exercises. I love resistance bands. I love like discs you can use at home. I recently got one of those weirdo inner tubes. Those are cool. I wish I would have incorporated weights within the first year or two of when I was really working out, because I'd be a lot further along than I am now. The next thing that I want to talk about is, this is key for me, and this is how I go into the gym every day, and I try to keep this mindset. Let me read it. The change doesn't begin until you start where you planned on stopping. Okay, let me say that again. The change doesn't begin until you start where you planned on stopping. This is kind of in my own words. This is derived from a Muhammad Ali quote, and his quote is, I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when they start hurting, because those are the ones that count. What I mean by this is, if you go into the gym and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do these 6 exercises and I'm gonna do 3 sets of them. When you finish that 3rd set, push yourself to do a 4th, because the real change in your body doesn't begin until you start pushing yourself on that 4th. What are you really working? Are you really working hard? The whole point is just work hard. Push yourself, push your body, because that's when change happens. That's physically and mentally. Mentally, you might go in and go, I can't even do 4 sets, but you will be surprised by what your body can do, and your mind will catch up, or vice versa. You'll go, oh, you know what? I can do this 4th set, and your mind's there, so your body just follows along. If you go in and you say, I'm gonna run 2 miles, push it. Go 2 miles and an extra half a mile, or an extra mile. You know, if you're gonna go in and run 20 minutes, I'm gonna do 5 more minutes once you get to that 20-minute mark, and push yourself. You got to the 3rd set that in your mind you said you were gonna do. What if you do 2 more sets? However much change you want is how much you push yourself. That's just kind of how I go in, and I try to push myself. It doesn't always look the same. It's not always a full set. It might just be 1 more exercise. But the change doesn't start until you begin where you initially were going to stop. Oh my gosh, I think we have a mouse in our walls, or like a squirrel. It's like, oh. The last thing I want to talk about is not so much like supplements, but just getting the proper nutrition. I want to talk about Juice Plus, because I took Juice Plus as a kid, a child. My mom put me on Juice Plus. She had like some like hippie friend that took it and convinced her to buy it. So she bought it for us, and our whole family took it. I remember being in 5th grade, okay? And I wasn't like an obese child, but I definitely was packing an extra 15 to 20 pounds. I remember I wasn't very like health conscious. Like I didn't feel like, oh, I'm so big, I need to lose weight, I need to go on a diet. I had no concept of that yet. I was too young. But I remember being in 5th grade, we started taking Juice Plus, and I lost 11 pounds. I wasn't trying. I was a child. I didn't care. Juice Plus was kind of the root of why I had lost that weight. So then again, as an adult, I'm on this journey. I'm trying to get healthy. And so I was trying to supplement some of my nutrition. So I went back on Juice Plus as an adult. It's basically capsules of your a full serving of fruits and vegetables. It's not a diet pill. What it is going to give you is actual nutrients. So then, because your body is taking in a full serving of fruits and vegetables, sometimes when I take it in the morning, it does feel like, oh, well, I'm not that hungry until noon because my body is metabolizing actual nutrients. It's as if I had a full serving of broccoli and a full serving of whatever type of fruit. Being able to take it in capsule form, you take 2 vegetable, 2 fruit capsules a day, a full serving of both. I feel really good about that. It's just something that I've loved. I've seen a lot of benefits from it. I've just started selling it because I'm like such a believer in it, and I'm not like trying to like push Juice Plus like, oh, this is my business, but I want to share things with people that actually work, that have helped me, and that I genuinely believe in. So it's not like a big chemical. That's the other thing too. Side note, rant, these people who are like, oh, I'm so fit, let me show you my macros and my calories, and I'm like, dude, that's really great that you're staying within this plan, but you're also like sugar-free Jello and like, I don't know, like this low-fat mayonnaise and like all this crap that like when you start looking at the ingredients, there's so many chemicals, just so much crap in it. I would rather eat higher calorie, work harder in the gym to burn it off if it doesn't have a bunch of garbage in it. Some of these protein shakes, it's garbage in there. It's so bad for you. It's got red dye number 9 or 12 or 1700 in it, and it's just like, I'm not into it. So more of the all natural fruits and vegetables, organic, real nutrients that are gonna go into your body, feed your body, fuel your body, build your muscles. That's what I'm into. So that's why I started taking Juice Plus again. If you do want to buy some, it'll be in the link below. But that's not what this is about. It really is just, I started taking it again and I've seen a lot of benefits. So those are my tips and tricks. Not tricks, only tips. I hope that they helped. If you have anything that you've done that you want to share with me, I would love to try it. Tell me what you did. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions of what kind of video I should make next, then you should let me know. Side note, I do just want to let everyone know that my phone is currently sitting on a saltine box. I am the rattiest person making a video in the whole world. A little saltine box tripod. Okay, bye.